Oh my god, I thought his voice was literally like sub bass. I did not.
You know ATEEZ?
Yeah.
ATEEZ.
You know them.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, those are the pirate guys, right?
Are they the pirate guys?
They're the pirate guys.
Why? Our entire crew only knows them like, oh, they're the pirate
They're
guys.
the pirate guys. Oh yeah, and the High School Musical too, the baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. That was a good. That was a good
That was
session.
sick
I remember
video.
that.
Sick as heck. Okay, so you're now reacting to the boy group ATEEZ, aka the Pirate Guys, aka the High School Musical Baseball Guys, and their 2022 release HALAZIA off of their EP spin-off From the Witness. Last time we found ATEEZ and Gorilla, they were trying to wake up the hearts of people controlled by a leader who took away their emotions, and they were using music and dance to do so. But in this release, HALAZIA, we're experiencing the perspectives of those who were the victims of the regime, not ATEEZ. Like ATEEZ inspired people to free themselves from their oppressive government, you can use our sponsor, NordVPN, to free yourself from the confines of region block content and protect yourself from threats to your cybersecurity. NordVPN's new browser extension is like your own personal little Chromer, allowing you to travel between dimensions with just the click of a button. Well, not really, but you can use it to change the location of your computer's IP, which adds a whole new dimension to your online experience. For example, if I connect to a server in South Korea, I can access the Korean versions of streaming services and cry my eyes out watching that one scene in Goblin over and over again. But NordVPN is much more than just a VPN. It's full of features that help you stay safe online, from encrypting your personal data to blocking intrusive ads. I have to say my favorite new feature is the ability to customize which websites use NordVPN. I do a lot of online banking, but my bank's website won't load if I'm using a VPN. Before getting the new browser extension, I would have had to pause my VPN, reload the website, and then resume my VPN when I finished. Now I can just set NordVPN to not run on my bank's website, saving precious time I can now use to attempt to understand ATEEZ's storyline. To download NordVPN today, click on the link in the description or go to nordvpn.com and use our promotional code ReacttotheK to get a 2-year plan plus 4 full additional months for free. Many thanks to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. HALAZIA is actually a reference to one of their earliest songs called HALA HALA. Do you guys have a guess for what HALA stands for?
HALA? Like
HALA. HALA. No, like it's an acronym.
Oh. In English?
Yeah.
Help. He always lives always.
It's not gender specific.
Oh. Hey.
Okay, it's been 1 minute. I'm gonna give it. Okay. HALA HALA stands for Hearts Alive Waken. Wait. Hearts Alive. Hearts Again Live Alive. Hearts Alive Live Again. HALA stands for Hearts Awakened Live Alive.
Does the Z stand for zombies?
No.
Oh, Brian.
The song is composed by Eden, O'Lounder, Maddox, Pepperoni, Olive, Buddy, Neko, and the lyrics are co-written by the ATEEZ members Mingi and Hongjun.
All right, 3, 2, 1, holla!
Good intro.
Very cinematic already. Trailer-like, actually.
Drone-like. Very apocalyptic.
Okay, but I kind of like that vibe.
We have a minor pentachord.
That's cool. Oh.
I like how they sat on the ta-da.
Ooh, like the vocal layering.
I love the vocals
Me
for that.
too. This organ. I hear it.
Oh, I got with the organ. Glorious. Oh my god, I thought his voice was literally like sub bass. I did not.
See, that voice sounded like a bass. So they're using their voices as actual instruments, which is pretty cool.
Oh. What?
I'm happy they're doing this.
He's cute.
This is an interesting way to do dystopia.
Very satisfying.
Very emotionless.
That's cool as fuck. Is that that's a cool chorus. It's like anti-drop, add chime.
Oh.
Oh man.
Wow.
That came out of nowhere. I really like it.
This hits kind of hard.
Ooh. Who are you?
What a voice. What a delivery.
Ooh, I'm a big fan.
I do like that. That's kind of like a bass or a taiko drum almost, where it's just.
Oh my god, the vocal timbre is so, Jesus Christ, it's like so smooth.
See, like that. Like that was so abrupt. Like why are they assaulting my senses?
And that's a very chromatic, interesting harmony that can also emphasize the dystopian quality to this.
Ah man, I love that so much. Wow. Then they like changed the tempo there, and then whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love the panning of the kind of ostinato thing that they've had going on.
Serviceable bridge.
Doesn't feel like a bridge.
It's so EDM or like dubstep. It's like
Yeah, drum and bass.
oh.
Oh. Wow.
What the? Whoa! What the fuck was that? Why did it do that? I'm shook. Oh, it's not over.
What a...
It's absolutely confusing.
I like it.
Well, that's pretty serene. I like the sound. It's kind of glass harmonica-ishy. It's kind of cool. Synth, bass, ethereal, meditative.
I'm shook. Did you not see the ball follow him? Look, the ball fell on him.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he's like, fine.
Taking that ball to the face like a champ.
He is. Like, he's just like...
No, he didn't even flinch.
He didn't flinch at all. I like the thing at the end where it was like the big black ball and it like dropped and then it became water and then the chimes went. Like right when it like smacked the dude in the face and the chime was like.
And ending on a chime note always leaves lasting impact. It's like, shit just happened.
Shit. That just happened.
Okay, so as you were listening to the song and as it went on, did you feel like there was a story from the
For sure.
perspective of?
I think it...
I don't know what the story is.
It's more of a portrait. It's like an image of, like, it really depicts the state of these people very well. And I also think that maybe I can relate to it sometimes, the lyrics. Like, you know, maybe life's just been sucker punching me. And, you know, sometimes I feel a little, yeah, like devoid of emotion. And maybe it's important to remind myself what it feels to be alive. The need to scream, it's like portrayed very well in this song. And yeah, just to feel something.
I think that was a theme of the song, was opening up as the song went forward, is that you started out a little bit smaller, and as you went, sort of the song like allowed you to express more and more until eventually they were just pouring out their souls. And I think if you listen to that with that same sort of mentality, then the song can definitely get you there, I think.
I think it was just really, really active. But the thing is that that's good though for certain times and for certain moments. Like this concept is not something that should be calm or ethereal or nice or something. Like this is about, you know, society and people coming and saving a dystopian, apocalyptic, kind of terrifying regime kind of thing. Like it was very freaky, and especially that figure that was in front of you. That was a little creepy.
That was freaky. Yeah.
And it was evoking a lot of like historical things like that. And so yeah, like that, the kinds of really intense, like the hyper intensified percussion and or the floor, yeah, and like the screamo and parts of it that were just kind of metal. I thought it worked really well.
Especially the percussion and the little bit of like screaming that there was just a lot of yelling, I feel like, and the percussion kind of evoked images for me of people like hitting like garbage cans with sticks.
Well, it's good though that it made you feel that, because that's kind of what it was meant.
That's what they were going for. It's just not for me.
That's what Yoko Ono said.
It's just not for me. If that's for you, power to you.
I mean, and even the movement and how much intensity was going on also does reflect kind of bringing down a regime, bringing down an apocalyptic kind of thing, which I get it. There's just a lot, which is not bad, but for me, I think you could get a point across further if it's just a little cleaner.
A dubstep just overwhelmed me. And the song overwhelmed me.
Yeah, but maybe that's the point, because they're like, they can't feel anything, so they need something overwhelming to like bring them.
Yeah, which like I don't, like if you like being overwhelmed, like great. But like in this context, like I think like the fact that like I didn't know what was like happening, plus like I didn't know how the music correlated with the like with anything, like I just didn't have time to like process everything.
No, I like the song.
Yeah,
actually.
I did too. I really liked the chorus. Like I was like, that slapped.
Yeah, you kind of get the impression, like with all the switching between genres, like you get the drum and bass, you get the reggaeton, you get the like dubstep-esque stuff. It's like they're trying everything in their power to like wake people up. It's just kind of cool.
The lyrics are all about, like he literally says, I can't feel what it's like to be alive. And then you have all of this like heavy dubstep, which is like pretty overstimulating. So it's kind of like something to like wake up the people.
Yeah, so the organ you feel might represent somewhat of like a church hymn or something.
I wouldn't say it's like hymn-like, but like the purpose of singing hymns came, well, so the communal act of singing hymns came from Martin Luther and the Reformation, like the split from the Catholic Church. And so Martin Luther's thing was like, everything's in Latin? Ew. We should like do things that the people understand, because we want participation from the people. We want the people to be involved and to like feel alive through the music and the texts that we sing.
And this is the people's song to the ATEEZ.
Yeah, I could see the correlations.
Wish the organ, I actually like, I know I was totally like joking, but I'm kind of not. I wish the organ was a lot louder in the pre-chorus, because it was like organ. I was like organ.
Did it just
organ. Because like you can hear it, but it's not that loud. And you know, when I think of organs, I think of like big ass pipes, and like big ass pipes make a lot of noise. So
big ass pipes do make a lot of noise.
You know?
You know, that would probably go along with the heavens opening up for these people. It
was like,
woken up.
Oh,
I mean, like the sentiment is there, but
yeah,
you
I
just
understand
wanted
why
more.
they probably put it lower, because it's organ and it's loud. But like still, I don't know.
Every voice was kind of treated as a specific instrument, and like how their choices of instrumentation kind of did reflect the storyline and the narrative. I thought that was interesting.
There were so many different vocal qualities that I was like picking out. There was like the low, like bassy voice, and then there's the one who sings like so like that has like a more like airy head voice kind of quality, and then there was like the middle range towards the end that we heard like more middle range, like modal range, and then there was like the rapping and like the low.
Like it's so like in your face, like it's a change. Like I like that. It gives off that. It's very like I'm gonna throw.
I think that caught me off guard. It went from like really sustained synth, and there was like a build-up and you could hear it, and then all of a sudden it just like stops, and then you have the rap verse enter at like a fairly like fast pace, And I like that you can still hear the beginning like fluty motive from the beginning of the song, like in the background. And all of the percussion in that rap section is like super bright and like instead of like it's less of a wub wub and more of a.
It was so awesome. The little interjections that kind of like, I don't know, they bring attention to like how busy the rap is going on top of it. It's just like the little interjections of like the kind of glitchy, like those sounds and like the hi-hat and like really dry snare drum. It was like,
Yeah.
man, it's so cool.
No, super cool. Yeah, I like the interjections as well because sometimes they actually like go with what's happening in the rap, and then sometimes there's kind of like a play between the rap and the backing interjection. Like I think like maybe like the first 2 times it was like with the rapping that was happening, and then
Yeah,
the
and then
last
sometimes
one,
it would
he
just
did
like cut out.
His rapping was slower, and the interjection was like a faster rhythm.
Yeah, that
that was with him. And then
like
he
when the
goes,
bass
and then
cuts
he
out.
da. Like that's kind of what the
Yeah.
So he slows down, but then the backing rhythm thing gets faster.
Yeah, and the bass like completely cuts out just
Yeah.
for that beat.
Dun, dun.
It's really interesting to listen to, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice rap verse.
Yeah, so what were just like the immediate things that jumped out to you?
I was ready for the chorus the first time around. The second time, it was the chorus just happened, but I wasn't like. For the first time, I was like, okay, this is the time the chorus is gonna beat and it's gonna hit right, and it did. It was just right. I think that's something that I like about older music, because it doesn't always hit you with the chorus. You can like, sometimes it earns it and you get there and it feels like it's right. But sometimes like, if the chorus comes too early, it doesn't feel like it's really deserve it yet. Yeah.
You feel like that was an arrival. You didn't feel like that was any building tension.
It was both.
It was both.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was still moving forward and like holding your hand, you know, like into a new universe a little bit, but it was also in like an arrival.
I think that's ultimately what I look for in music, though, the idea of every section serving as, maybe some of them serving as an arrival point and
also
yes, there always needs to be momentum.
Yeah.
Yes, but if the arrival points can also serve as that's like fantastic.
Or be springboards. Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
I like the ending. I like that it's different. I think one more Hala Hala, like in the quiet mode after the bridge, would have brought the energy down too much. So I'm glad it didn't do that. Last time we reacted to Gorilla and I was very favorable towards it, but then I listened to it again and it actually was a little too noisy. I don't know, it wasn't like, I realized I had to feel that song when I'm in a certain mood. The song doesn't just, always bring me to it. This song will bring me to it, I feel like, if I put it on.
That's a cool distinction between songs that you can access and songs that get you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I decide your fate, let's play coin. Oh my
Just someone said, if they don't play this on my funeral, I refuse dying.
Oh. Is that how that works?